Is everyone alive? How are y'all feeling? Because I am not okay. Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. So it is currently Friday, April 12th, 2019, 9 a.m. You might think that's quite early for me to be filming a video, but I've actually been up since 4:30 a.m. because today was BTS comeback day, as in the new album dropped, their new title track, new music video, everything dropped, and it was very overwhelming, but obviously I had to wake up right when it came out. So yes, I've been up for about 5 hours now, but totally worth it. This album is amazing and I just love BTS so much, and I knew I wanted to do a video for them. I'm even dressed accordingly. Obviously I had to wear pink for Persona, so this is my Persona fit. I know that some people on my channel might not know or listen to BTS, so this BTS video is like extra. Doesn't take away from my regular content. Don't worry, I know I've been doing a lot of BTS stuff recently. This is an iconic day in BTS and ARMY history, and also for my personal relationship with BTS because it's my first comeback ever. But anyways, when I was thinking of what I wanted to do on my channel, there was a couple different ideas. I was like, I could letter some lyrics or like the song titles, because I know you guys like when I do lettering and calligraphy. I'm kind of calling it like a doodle jam session. I just want to like make stuff. This album's making me feel so inspired, and BTS inspires me a lot to create, so I'll see where the wind takes me. We might do some lettering, we might do some drawing or doodling, who knows. And yeah, doodle party. If you like this type of format, maybe we can do it again for some other albums or musicians, just because music is something that I love, not just BTS, but just music in general. Anyways, I feel like very antsy. I want to get creating and I want to listen to the album more, which is what I'm obviously going to be listening to while I draw stuff. So let's get started. My idea right now is to create almost like a lettering collage word map of the soul. See what I did there? Anyways, yeah, I wanted to create kind of like this whole thing that has the song titles, maybe some of my favorite song lyrics, and we'll play around with lettering. And I also just wanted an excuse to use every single pink marker that I own, so let's do this. All right, guys, so I have got every single pink marker that I can find in my whole collection in front of me. I mean, I think I have enough options here. I also have all my super tips as well, so if there is a pink in here that I don't have, we have another issue. Right now I'm just gonna map everything out. Every time I say map, you know where my head goes. Yeah, I'm just going to use pencil to see where I want things, and then we'll go in and add the colors and the lettering and stuff. Alright guys, sorry, the lighting changed as usual. Amanda can never have consistent lighting in her videos, but I've mapped it out with pencil and I'm actually very excited. I tried to play around with a lot of different fonts, and I went with fonts that suited the feel of each song, if you know what I mean. And there's still some empty space because, I mean, there's only, how many songs are there on this album? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 songs, but I figured in the empty spaces we can add some song lyrics and stuff. I just wanted to get like the main stuff down. But now we can go in and start lettering. I'm very excited. Okay, let's do this. I got too excited. I messed up. Okay, what should I do? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, it's not the best fix, but done the best I can fixing that. Hello, this is VoiceOver Amanda. At this point in the video, I had decided to just focus on the drawing, and also I think I was just a little bit delirious from being up since 4 a.m., so I wasn't really talking much, which is weird, but I'll just take over on VoiceOver and kind of explain what I was going for. I started out by, of course, writing out the name of the album, Map of the Soul Persona, in the center, and in the background behind the title, I used a pink marker to recreate that heart-shaped line contour thing that's on the album cover. It's very similar to the type of lines that they did for their Love Yourself series, but I thought it was a nice background, especially since it's so simple. And you'll see that I actually use a lot of different pink accents throughout this whole thing because obviously that's the color palette of the album, and I thought it tied everything together very nicely. Alright, the first song that I am lettering is of course the title track, Boy With Love, and I felt like the music video was very vintage. There's a lot of old school references. I do know that a lot of the music video was an homage to the film Singing in the Rain, so I wanted to kind of emulate this old school vibe. So I went with this cursive font that's more even throughout. It's not like my classic sort of hand lettering where there's thicker downstrokes and then thinner upstrokes. It's more even throughout, and it makes it look like a old vintage sign or like a neon sign or something, which I thought was very fitting for the song. And then for the pink accents, I added a bunch of pink hearts because obviously Boy With Love, you gotta add hearts. And then a pink banner underneath where I wrote featuring Halsey, which she honestly killed it in the song. I was not expecting much just because I don't really listen to much of Halsey's music, but I love that she spoke in Korean. She apparently wrote and produced some of the track as well, and she learned the choreography, so I don't know, I thought their interactions with her was very cute. For Home, which is one of my favorite songs on the album, I went with this all caps serif font. And then for J'aimais Vu, I wanted to go for something very elegant and soft just because the song is like a ballad, so I did go for the brush pen, which I was using, the Tombow Finosuke hard tipped, I believe. I'm gonna link all of the supplies that I used in the description box below, but I used that, and instead of pressing down very hard, I pressed down lightly. I made the size of the letters a bit smaller and kind of stretched it out, so it gave it a very soft looking feel. This is a new font for me, the one that I'm doing right now for Intro Persona. It's very just like classic typewriter font, almost like Times New Roman, but a little bit thicker. I think I still need to practice because it does look a little bit uneven, but for like my first-ish time trying this type of font out, I really like the way that it looks. I think it would have looked a lot better if I had used a ruler and like measured it out, because with that type of font you do need to be a bit more exact. For Dionysus, I need to figure out how to pronounce this because I've been butchering it every time I say it, so I will look that up and get back to you. But anyways, the song is very hype and bold and lit, so I wanted to reflect that with the font that I chose, so I went with this very graphic, thick, all caps font. The next song is Make It Right, which is the song that they collaborated with Ed Sheeran for. And oh, by the way, I didn't do these in order of the track list. I just kind of did it based off of what fits the composition of the page. But I experimented with some banners, and I really like the way that this banner turned out. I like the little shadow lines that I added. I feel like it adds a nice touch to it and makes it really stand out. Okay, and finally, this is the last one, right? Yeah, I think it's the last one. This is Microcosmos, another one of my favorite songs, and I mean, I feel like no one's surprised that this is my favorite song because I love everything to do with like stars and space and the moon and just like the night sky, so even the name of the song really just spoke to me. I tried another new font style for this one, and I really love the way it turned out. It's this bold, graphic 3D block letter that looks like it's jumping out at you, and I colored in the 3D portions of the lettering, so it almost looks like a really intense drop shadow. I mean, you guys know I love me a good drop shadow, but this is taking it to a whole other level. And my idea for this was to draw and doodle a bunch of stars around the name of the song, but also to draw some stars within the actual font. So you'll see that later on I go in with a white gel pen and I draw some twinkling stars and lights within that thick black part of the drop shadow, and I think it adds a nice, unique, fun pop to the lettering, and I just love the way it looks. It's definitely my favorite one that I did out of all of them, which is fitting because it's one of my favorite songs on the album. To finish the whole thing off, the final touches, I threw in some more doodles, filled in some of the empty spaces with some accent lines. Like for Dionysus, I added this like spiky power thing. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, guys. You know I suck at voiceovers. Oh, and there's an empty space in between Make It Right and Map of the Soul Persona, so obviously I had to give a shout out to BTS and ARMY, so that's what I included there. A couple other pink accents here and there, and we are good to go. Here is the final Map of the Soul Persona
lettering collage doodle illustration thing.
I don't even know what to call it, but I hope you guys liked it. Alright guys, so I am finished. Here is the completed lettering creation. I'm actually so happy with how everything ended up looking. Originally, I was gonna add song lyrics around it, but I kind of like the way it looks with just the song titles right now. Plus, there isn't really official translations for every single song yet, so I don't want to butcher that. And I also don't want to butcher trying to write Hangul, so I think we should just keep it the way it is, and I am very satisfied with that. I had so much fun playing around with the different fonts and lettering styles and choosing which one fits the vibe and the mood of each song. Like, I think this vintage kind of cursive goes really well with Boy With Love, and I added stars for Microcosmos because, of course, Microcosmos. And then Dionysus? I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's a very powerful song, so I went with a bold font here. Jamais vu. BTS is making me speak a lot of different languages that I don't speak, so excuse my pronunciation, but it's a very soft power ballad, so I went with more of an elegant cursive for that. In case any of you were wondering, I think my current favorite song would have to be either Microcosmos, Home, or Jamais vu. But I don't know, my favorite keeps changing. I got a lot of inspiration from my favorite lettering account. Her handle is @AuraArts. I talked about her a couple times before, but she is my ultimate lettering goals. I love her account and I always go there when I want some inspiration, so I highly recommend you guys check her out. Overall, very pleased with this, and I like how it kind of ended up looking like a poster. Maybe I'll scan this and make it downloadable for you guys if you want. All in all, I feel very happy with what I created today. I hope you guys liked it as well. I think I'm gonna wrap things up now and then go take a really, really long nap because I need it so badly. If you are new to my channel and this is the first video that you're seeing, welcome. You can click that bell button down below so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. And you can also go follow me over on my Instagram @AmandaHLee. I post a lot of other different doodles, lettering, inspiration, and I also stan about BTS. Instagram and Twitter are probably the two places that I talk about BTS the most, so if you want to stand out with me, those are the two places. I love this album. I love BTS so much. I know they're never going to see this, but thank you BTS for working so hard on this album and for blessing us with your music. It brings armies together into a cute little community, which I love. Speaking of which, feel free to comment down below and start a discussion. I want to know what your favorite song on the album is. Have a great day, everyone. Keep doodling, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, everyone.